What's up, Pack Squad fam? Welcome back. We had a brand new ranked season start yesterday, which means season 5 of Pack Squads is right around the corner. But first, we have the finale of season 4, the World Series grind. Let's get it. I am going to start this off by saying I want you to go to the comment section down below now, during, or after the gameplay and let me know who you think the MVP and Cy Young should be for this season. I also think it's important to note going into this, it did not go very good, but we played live on the second channel. Link is in the description box down below on Monday night, and then I recorded gameplay all day Tuesday morning. We started our YouTube live stream losing 4 games in a row. We started at an 803 rating and we ended up at a 704 rating after the losing streak. Here's the final play from that losing streak and the rest of the gameplay finishing the run. I'll see you afterward. So after losing my first 3 games of the live stream, this game was to determine whether or not I was going to stay over 700. I started this run at Championship Series. How about a perfect line out and a diving catch with a tying run on second base? In this game, I had 12 hits and 1 run. I could not buy a hit with runners on. And that happens in the 9th inning with 1 out, runner in scoring position. 12 hits, 1 run in cores. And our rating got bumped all the way back to nearly 700. I mean, we're pretty much down to all-star difficulty almost. We need to go on a run. And really, at this point, I was running out of time. We went backwards on our first grind. We didn't make any progress at all. We went behind. We went negative 100 points in 1 grind session. We did, however, score 1 run early in this next game to give us a lead, but later in the game we end up giving up that lead. We got a pretty solid release on that slider and it just clipped the corner. He got a good swing there on that pitch. Bryson Stott barrels 1 up, and we are on a 4-game losing streak, and we just blew the lead in the 8th. Bottom 9 now though with a runner on first. Brett Beatty crushes 1 into the gap. It took a center barrel to get a hit with a runner on base. Our rut really continued into this game. After that first run in the first inning, we didn't do anything all the way up until we tied it in the bottom of the 9th. We do end up walking this off in the bottom of the 10th though, and getting our very first win of the grind session. We are 1-4 at this point in the grind, and our rating is just 733 now. Looking to make it 2 straight wins. I went ahead and I took Ryan Helsley out of that face of the franchise all-star pack, and we jumped straight into the next game with the same lineup and a new diamond in our bullpen. We start this next game. Mike Trout back in the lineup, gets a little shot out to right field for a double, and would you look at that, my luck continues. Paul Goldschmidt with a perfect line drive on the left side. He makes a diving catch and doubles me up at second. Would have scored a run. Instead, we get nothing. We go into the second inning where we're gonna have to pitch our way through. I mean, we hit 2 balls extremely hard there in the first. Greg Maddux on the mound in this game, trying to get our 2nd win in a row. And Maddux comes out pitching great, got a strikeout there. We were dotting him up, and my opponent didn't like that. I outplayed him for 1 inning, didn't even have to score, and we get a rage quit W. That was huge for us though, considering the day that we were having at this point. So we get to open 2 diamond packs. We're going to grab Emmanuel Clase. We'll upgrade the live series Emmanuel Clase, and we're going to add the Sandy Alcantara out of the NL East pack. So we get a starter and a reliever. Still, the lineup is exactly the same in this next game, and we're going to jump into the bottom of the 5th. Flashback finest Chris Sale on the mound. Giovanni Soto goes no doubter out to left center and gets us on the board first. Another game where we score first in this one. We go up 2-0. Next inning, bottom 6, Austin Martin with 1 out, gonna rip 1 into the gap off the wall. 1 out, extra base hit. Ketel Marte then got on top of a cutter, really trying to jump on a fastball there, missed it. Trevor Hoffman out of the bullpen now for Jorge Polanco. Gonna chop that changeup. Almost got it. That trademark Trevor Hoffman changeup got just below the knee, and we leave that runner stranded in scoring position. But we have scored 2. We're hitting the ball a lot better here, and we're gonna get another gap with Paul Goldschmidt in the 8th with 1 out. And then Brett Beatty comes up, rips 1 foul, and then on a check swing, I thought about going to 3rd. I just screwed up. He made a great throw there going to 2nd. User error on the bases, followed up by a strikeout. And after scoring 2 in the 5th, we squander runs in the 6th, and the 8th inning. Is 2 runs going to be enough to win this game? It is. Our opponent flies out to left. AJ Minter gets the save. We win it 2-0, and it was pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Thankfully, our opponent was really struggling there on Hall of Fame difficulty against Sandy. Sandy went like 5 or 6 strong in that one, and we got the dub. Opened up another all-star of the franchise pack, and we took CJ Crone. Decided I'm going to put Paul Goldschmidt on the bench, use him as a platoon with CJ Crone against like lefties. CJ Crone's just so mad. He's a cracked against righties. In this next game, as you'll see, a good matchup with Mike Mussina. He doesn't even get that cutter, and he's going to hit a home run out to left. We are in Coors on the road, but a 2-run bomb to get it started by the newly acquired CJ Crone. 2 innings later, Mike Trout, live series, jumping on another one. Another extra base hit for Mike Trout, our MVP this season, who was benched at one point, back in the lineup after the early struggles of this grind session. Gets us our 3rd run of the game, and now the 6th inning with a runner on first. We're going to hit one into the gap with Austin Martin. That'll score a runner from first base. We're going to get all the way to 3rd base. Again, actually, they end up getting thrown out at 3rd base. Squander the rally there. We score our 3rd run of the game, and then into the 8th inning. 4-0 ball game. Bases loaded, nobody out. He just blew a fastball by me. I had a feeling he was going to go back to it. Gregory Soto painted a sinker up and in, but we barreled it up. Grand slam doubles our score, and here was our breakout game. Finally, after, honestly, I can't say I played particularly bad through this run. I was inconsistent offensively, but my opponents were playing extremely well. These were just really tough, sweaty games. That 4-game losing streak we had, we went from an 803 rating all the way down to a 704 rating, and now we've won 4 in a row again, all the way back up to an 815 rating, which is our highest of the season now at Championship Series. The unfortunate part is, though, it's like 2:30 Eastern time now after that game. We open another all-star game pack. We get the middle round, so we take Clayton Kershaw, and we're going to throw him in this next game. And like I said, we have about 3.5 hours now at this point. We've won 4 games in a row, and we're going to take those good swings into the next game. We're going to tell Marte gets on a slider into the gap, but he flies out for the first out. I'm gonna be real, it's quite unfortunate that the ball didn't get down or get into a gap, because it would have been nice to get Tommy Glavine out of the stretch early in this game. He ends up pitching very well early and through the middle portion of this one. Bottom of the 1st, he gets one to bleed to start the inning off, and then George Brett's gonna fly out into the gap. That'll be the first out of the 1st inning. 2nd out of the inning will be on a check swing strikeout from Eduardo Escobar, and Julio Rodriguez goes down on a check swing. He did end up stealing 2nd, so he made that real dangerous there. Got the runner up in the scoring position. He goes down on the strikeout. Now, 2nd inning, Brett Beatty gets a sinker to fall out into left. That's going to be a leadoff single. Can we capitalize on that? Austin Martin. That was a hittable slider. You're not going to see very many hittable pitches here through this slide against Tommy Glavine. That slider was down even more. We hit that one pretty good, but we were on the late side, so it didn't get down. And then Jorge Polanco. There's another pitch there that you definitely would want. In hindsight, in this game, one that we want back right there, that 4-seam fastball. And after not scoring through 4 innings of this game, getting good work from Clayton Kershaw and pitching very well this at-bat here to George Brett, he just ends up barreling up a 4-seam inside lefty crime for George Brett. Annihilated out to center field into the bullpens, and he gets the scoring going. Bottom 4, my Delaware brethren, head-to-head here in Citizens Bank Park, suddenly on baseballs, gets that home run, and then Mike Trout picks this ball up, gets it in pretty late, ends up being a 1-out triple. So we really got to work through this jam here and just keep him at 1, because base hits have been tough to come by, and my man is dotting with Tommy Glavine. We get a much-needed strikeout on that fastball up and away, and then Roberto Clemente comes up, 1-2 count. He will fly out to left, so he strands that extra runner at 3rd. We're only down by 1 into the 5th. Austin Martin all over a sinker, but he's just not going to get any exit velo there. He will fly out to right. Ketel Marte now with 1 out. Perfect down the line. With 1 out, Ketel Marte is going to be the spark plug that he's been all year long for us. He's played on 3 different seasons. He's in scoring position, but then we strike out, and Giovanni Soto comes up, and I just tie myself up. I swung at a sinker just off the plate, and then I took a slider out over the plate because I was mad at myself for the previous swing, and then I was down 0-2, and he dotted a changeup, and I just put myself in a pretzel mentally, and he dotted me up. I screwed myself up swinging at 2 balls. We squandered the opportunity, and once again, in typical Shelfy fashion, right after I squander an opportunity, we start giving up knocks. Our opponent scores 1. He's got 2 on with nobody out, but he rolls a 2 ball. So that double play is going to move the runner up to third with 2 outs, where George Brett will end the inning with a ground ball to first base. So it's a 2-0 game through 5. We've had honestly some solid swings in this game. We've screwed ourselves up a little bit on the bases. We haven't taken advantage of some opportunities, but Brett Beatty, who at this point is looking like he's going to be the MVP of the squad, hits a triple off the top of the wall with nobody out. That's followed up by an Austin Martin single back up the middle. We are finally in business. Ketel Marte then gets a hanging slider that he pulls foul, makes it 0-1. He chops that ground ball over to the left side. That changeup that he got on top of, that'll move the runner up to second base with 1 out. Or we will get a Jorge Polanco perfect out the left. And coming around third base to score will be Austin Martin. We tie the game. We come back and tie this game up in the 7th, 2-2. After struggling against Tommy Glavine all game long, we end up coming back. It's 2-2, top 7, 2 outs. Bryce Harper off the bench, having an at-bat here, working it back even after going down 0-2. And then barrels of 4-seam, crushes it a hard, probably 95 to 100 mile per hour line drive to dead center. Doesn't get it to fall. We end up lining out and leaving that runner in scoring position. And then immediately, first batter, bottom of the 7th, in a 3-2 count. Not our best release there on that slider. And Joe Mauer goes lefty bomb off Taylor Rogers. You just can't write it, and you cannot write this stuff. Every time I either squander an opportunity or I only get 1 when I should have got 2, this guy turns around and scores runs. It's been the theme of the game. I can't breathe. Every time I throw a jab, he hits me with an overhand right. It's disgusting. He gets the lead right back. That's it though for the 7th. It's only 3-2. As we go into the 8th inning of this game, we don't do anything in the top of the 8th inning. We're going to look to get 3 straight outs here in the bottom half. Cannot seal that first one. Soft fly ball at the right does land. Next batter comes up, ground ball to second, and I don't know what that was. At this point, I left too much on the table before this even happened. But Jorge Polanco, an animation didn't kick in there for him. Should have been a double play ball, but it just goes right through the infield, and that runner goes all the way up to third. He ends up scoring on a sacrifice fly from the next batter. So he does score 1 run here on a bad animation. We were already down 1 though at this point. We're now down by 2 going into the 9th. We need 2 runs to play on, and Austin Martin leads off the inning with a soft line drive. I thought it was going to get down too. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't get down, but Ketel Marte with 1 out is going to rip 1 into the gap. And now he's going to be in scoring position for Jorge Polanco, who gets on top of a hanging changeup. Chad Green out of the bullpen. That changeup floated out there real bad. Like, I'm going to wake up every night for the next 2 weeks thinking about that changeup. It's terrible. We lose it 4-2. You just hate to see it, man. I did actually try and jump into another game after that. I was at 795 on the rating scale, and I was like, whatever, we have an hour and 45 minutes. I might be able to play 2 more if I win both. Maybe I get a rage quit. I could win 3. Best case scenario, I can get back up over 850-ish at least. Yeah, that extra game I played didn't go good either. It just wasn't a great season for us. It happens. The first 2 seasons, I actually feel like we had good teams and we played well. I just really didn't give myself enough time on those final pushes. We got up to 850. I legitimately didn't play enough games to get in. Season 3, we got in World Series. We absolutely dominated and ran through Championship Series like it was nothing. And then this season, we lost 4-0 to start the grind. Then we won 4 in a row. And then we lost 2 more. So we went 4-6 overall in the final grind. Thanks to a Rage Quit bonus pack, we were able to add CJ Crone, Clayton Kershaw, Sandy Alcantara, Emmanuel Clase, and Ryan Helsley to the team. But overall, this squad does look kind of underwhelming. I felt really good about this team leaving for Los Angeles, but when I got back for LA and when all the All-Star game content was in the game, I would say there's now a strong shift from 90 to 95 overall cards being playable to it being 95 to 99 overall cards now for God squad. At 95 to 99 window is like a separate tier. We have broken through that barrier now. This team, again, is still plenty good enough to make World Series. I did not play well enough with it, but I was extremely jealous of some of the lineups we ran into. I can't lie. And with that said, I'm very excited about this season because I have been stashing packs already. We have 3 more All-Stars of the franchise packs ready to go for the start of season 5. We also have an Events Rewind Diamond pack, and I'm about to unlock a second one. We have 2 Home Run Derby packs, a June monthly awards pack, and I'm very close to unlocking the 95 overall June monthly awards pack. And one minor change going into season 5 from season 4, just to making little minor adjustments like this from season 8 to I guess the path, like the way Diamond Dynasty is trajecting. We will no longer be spinning a wheel to decide what pack we open. We are going to have the choice of what pack we want to open when we get a premium diamond pack. So the same way we can trade in 25 basic packs and get a headliner choice, we're going to be able to do that with any diamond choice pack. It doesn't give us a 95 or better. So if the best choice player in the pack is a 94 overall, we can trade in 25 packs for that choice. And going into season 5, we have 7 different MLB collections that we are just 1 card away from completing for that player. So do we want to keep our basic packs and work on those collections, or do we want to trade in for, like, let's say the henchman? The choice we're going to have to discuss. I'm going to record episode of season 1 stat because I want to not just make World Series this season. I think I've said this a few times now, but I'm not kidding. I want to make World Series early so that we can push for as high a rating as we've ever had in Pack Squad. I think we have some really good, nasty packs to upgrade our squad quick. We're starting at a 550 rating and not a 700 rating since we didn't finish the season in Championship Series. Means we'll play a few games on All-Star here early, hopefully get some packs going. The first time ever we can get off to a good start in Pack Squad. If you're excited for season 5, hit that thumbs up down below. A disappointing end to season 4, but I'd be a liar if I said I didn't maybe put too much stuff on. I should have grinded a little bit more before I went to LA, so I was a little bit closer. I had 2 days to get in from Championship Series, and I absolutely blew it. Tanked the rating all the way back to 700 and just couldn't do enough to get it back. Right now, without an MVP on our squad, this is what our team would look like with keepers of Eric Hosmer, Willie McCovey, and Tony Perez from collections. All the other players here are just gold fill-ins that we've pulled throughout the year. That would be the base squad going into season 5. Again, that's without our MVP, so we would be adding a diamond. Let me know who you think that should be down below. Steven Strasburg, Greg Maddux, and Brandon Webb will be 3 of our keepers. 1 World Series reward and then 2 collection rewards. We really need to make World Series again, so we have another one of these. Filling out the rotation will be Zach Wheeler and Hunter Green, along with an all-gold bullpen. Who should our Cy Young be? Go along with our keeps in gold. Remember, last season, DeGrom, Kershaw, Bobby Miller. I only had Sandy for 1 game. Could keep him and then go with Bryce Harper out of that NL East pack when we get it again. Bullpen ended up being pretty solid, but we didn't have anyone. I mean, we added Jorge Lopez, Emmanuel Clase, and Ryan Helsley very late. They weren't even a part of any of these. So Josh Hader, we kept last season, can't do him. Brad Hand really is a 1-pitch guy. Edwin Diaz he doesn't translate well into the video game, especially with the hits per 9 being down at 97. Seth Lugo he's actually very good, but his windup takes absolutely forever. I don't like pitching with him. And Taylor Rogers we get to keep anyway because he's gold. It's not going to be long before episode 1 season 5 comes out, and there's 0 doubt in my mind we're making World Series this season. I'm coming back with a vengeance, and if you think we're going to get it done, I can't wait to have you on board for the whole ride. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Use that SeatGeek code Shelfy for 20 bucks off your tickets if you're going to a game in the second half of the season. And Underdog, hit that Underdog fantasy link down below if you're old enough to play daily fantasy sports. No, but seriously, they're hooking your boy up for every one of those signups if you use promo code Shelfy. I'm trying to buy a yacht, and the website is legitimately dope. Check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
You prove to me